Growing up, I always wanted to have a family. I never really pictured what that would look like or how it would come about. I guess I just hoped it would happen at some point. When I met this beautiful woman who would one day be my wife, I had no idea of the experiences we would go through together. She is an artist, a wanderer, a writer. She is strong-willed and grounded, funny, loving and sometimes really annoying. She has a crazy laugh. That's what I love about her. We were thrown into parenthood early in our relationship. We were young, carefree, had no idea what we were doing. Life to us, one big adventure. Nothing brought me to my knees like the death of our son. The pain I felt, nothing compares to it. I remember holding my wife as she held the body of our lifeless son in her arms. There is no word for that kind of agony. My wife says I carried her through that time, but really, I think we carried each other. For financial reasons, I had to go back to work only a couple of weeks later. It was at that point when I started to really pretend like I was okay, because I realised that everyone else's world had kept on spinning, even though ours had stopped. Everything was like smoke and mirrors. It was like the ground below us was no longer stable. Nothing throws you into an existential crisis like the winter of grief. Its fierce energy weighs you down. Sadness hits you like waves in the ocean, one after another. Mostly I'd try and suck it up. I was supposed to be the protector, the fixer. I had to try and hold us all together. I couldn't look after my family if I fell apart. This journey, this walk of life, these cards we were dealt, if they have taught me anything, it's that it's okay for me to come undone. It's okay for me to be broken, to be hurt. Sure, it might make others feel uncomfortable, but the world won't end if I show how I'm feeling. My 3 beautiful daughters, they are my everything. They lift my spirits. They inspire me. And even though they can't replace their brother, they've helped mend so many of my wounds. Not everyone who loses a child is lucky enough to have other children to grow with. This life can be so cruel, so unfair. I don't know why I'm so lucky when there are so many others who aren't. My heart goes out to all those parents. That is a pain that I can only imagine. There are so many other dads out there, all over the world, who, like me, have experienced the unimaginable. We might not speak so much about our children that have died, but that doesn't mean we don't think about them every single day. Who they might have become, what our lives would look like if they were still here. We carry them with us everywhere we go, from work, holidays, travels interstate, overseas. They are in our hearts, always. Even though I can't teach my son anything, he teaches me. He has taught me that this messy, beautiful, difficult life is short, and it can end in an instant. I have to make it purposeful. I have to be here, present, in the now, living my life fully with passion, not just for myself, but for those I love, and for him too, because he didn't get that chance. He has taught me to be grateful for what I do have. I might not get to raise him here, but I'm still his dad. Nothing will ever change that.